The oneness of Allah, principles of knowledge. He who assigns to him different conditions does not believe in his oneness, nor does he who likens him in order to grasp his reality. He who illustrates him does not signify him. He who points at him and imagines him does not mean him. Everything that is known through itself has been created, and everything that exists by virtue of other things is the effect of something else. He works, but not with the help of instruments. He fixes measures, but not with the activity of thinking. He is rich, but not by acquisition. Times do not keep company with him. His being precedes times. His existence precedes non-existence, and his eternity precedes beginning. By his creating the senses, it is known that he has no senses. By the contraries in various matters, it is known that he has no contrary. And by the similarity between things, it is known that there is nothing similar to him. He has made light the contrary of darkness, brightness that of gloom, dryness that of moisture, and heat that of cold. He produces affection among opponents. He fuses together diverse things, brings near remote things, and separates things which are joined together. He is not confined to limits, nor counted by numbers. Material parts can surround things of their own kind, and organs can point out things similar to themselves. The word mundu, since, disproves their eternity. The word qad, that denotes nearness of time of occurrence, disproves their being from ever. And the word lawla, if it were not, keep them remote from perfection. Through them, the Creator manifests himself to the intelligence, and through them he is guarded from the vision of the eyes. Stillness and motion do not apply to him. How can a thing occur in him when he has himself made to occur? And how can a thing revert to him which he first created? And how can a thing appear in him which he first brought to appearance? If it had not been so, his self will have become subject to diversity. His being will have become divisible into parts, and his reality will have been prevented from being deemed eternal. If there was a front to him, there will have been a rear also for him. He will need completing only if shortage befell him. In such a case, signs of the Created will appear in him, and he will become a sign leading to other objects instead of signs leading to him. Through the might of his abstention from affectedness, he is far above being affected by things which affect others. He is that which does not change or vanish. The process of setting does not behoove him. He has not begotten anyone, lest he should be regarded as having been born. He has not been begotten, otherwise he will be contained within limits. He is too sublime to have sons. He is too purified to contact women. Imagination cannot reach him, so as to assign him quantity. Understanding cannot think of him, so as to give him shape. Senses do not perceive him, so as to feel him. Hands cannot touch him, so as to rub against him. He does not change into any condition. He does not pass from one state to another. Nights and days do not turn him old. Light and darkness do not alter him. It cannot be said that he has a limit or extremity, an end or termination, nor do things control him, so as to raise or lower him. Nor does anything carry him, so as to bend him or keep him erect. He is not inside things nor outside them. He conveys news, but not with tongue or voice. He listens, but not with the holes of the ears or the organs of hearing. He says, but does not utter words. He remembers, but does not memorize. He determines, but not by exercising his mind. He loves and approves without any sentimentality of heart. He hates and feels angry without any painstaking. When he intends to create someone, something, he says, be, and there he, she, it is. But he does not do so through voice that strikes the ears. His speech is an indication of his creation. His like never existed before nor after. It cannot be said that he came into being after he had not been in existence, because in that case the attributes of the created things will be assigned to him, and there will remain no difference between them and him, and we will have no distinction over them. Thus the Creator and the created will become equal, and the initiator and the initiated will be on the same level. He created the whole of creation without any example made by someone else, and he did not secure the assistance of anyone out of his creation for creating it. He created the earth and suspended it without being busy, retained it without support, made it stand without legs, raised it without pillars, protected it against bending and curving and defended it against crumbling and splitting into parts. He fixed mountains on it like stumps, solidified its rocks, caused its streams to flow, and opened its valleys wide. Whatever he made did not suffer from any flaw, and whatever he strengthened did not show any weakness. He manifests himself over the earth with his authority and greatness. He is aware of its inside through his knowledge and understanding. He has power over everything on earth by virtue of his sublimity and dignity. Nothing from the earth that he may ask for defies him, nor does it oppose him so as to overpower him. No swift-footed creature can run away from him so as to ahead of him. He is not needy towards any possessing person so that the latter should feed him. All things bow down to him and are humble before his greatness. They cannot flee from his authority to someone else in order to escape his benefit or his harm. There is no parallel for him that may match him, and no one like him so as to equal him. He will destroy the earth after its existence, till all that exists on it will become non-existent. But the extinction of the world after its creation is no more wondrous than its first formation and invention. How could it be? Even if all the animals of the earth, whether birds or beasts, stabled cattle or pasturing ones of different origins and species, dull people and sagacious men, all jointly try to create even a mosquito, they are not able to bring it into being and do not understand what is the way to its creation. Their wits are bewildered and wandering, their powers fall short, fail, and return disappointed and tired, knowing that they are defeated and admitting their inability to produce it, also realizing that they are too weak even to destroy it. Surely, after the extinction of the world, Allah the Most Glorified One will remain alone with nothing else besides Him. He will be, after its extinction, as He was before its production, without time or place or moment or period. At this moment, period and time will not exist, and years and hours will disappear. There will be nothing except Allah, the One, the Almighty. To Him is the return of all matters. Its initial creation was not in its power, and the prevention of its extinction was also not in its power. Had it had the power to prevent it, it would have existed forever. When He made anything of the world, the making of it did not cause Him any difficulty, and the creation of anything which He created and formed did not cause Him any fatigue. He did not create it to heighten His authority, nor for fear of loss or harm, nor to seek its help against an overwhelming foe, nor to guard against any avenging opponent with its help, nor for the extension of His domain by its help, nor for boasting over the size of His possession against a partner, nor because He felt lonely and desired to seek its company. After its creation He will destroy it, but not because any worry has overcome Him in its upkeep and administration, nor for any pleasure that will accrue to Him, nor for the cumbrousness of anything over Him. The length of its life does not weary Him so as to induce Him to its quick destruction. Allah, the Glorified One, has maintained it with His kindness, kept it intact with His command, and perfected it with His power. Then, after its destruction, He will resurrect it, but not for any need of His own towards it, nor to seek the assistance of any of its things against it, nor to change over from the condition of loneliness to that of company, nor from the condition of ignorance and blindness to that of knowledge and search, nor from paucity and need towards needlessness and plenty, nor from disgrace and lowliness towards honor and prestige.